Welcome to the graphic design classes. I'm your instructor and I'm going to give you information today on Splashtop. Splashtop is the software that we use that you will install on the computer that you are using at home so that you can access the classroom computers anytime that you want to work on your homework. The only place on campus that has the Adobe software installed is in room 409A. And the only time that you can access the classroom is during the day when the college is open. So if you want to work on your homework over the weekend or in the evening or at 3 o'clock in the morning, this will allow you to log in, and what you'll see is the computer screen for the computer that you're using, and you'll have access to all of that Adobe software that I was talking about. So let's get started with this. You're going to be getting an invitation to join Splashtop. Some of you may have already had this installed in the past from a previous class. If you have, that's fine, but you are going to have to go in and accept the new Splashtop invitation because over the break you were deleted, most of you. So let's get started with that, and the first thing you have to know is that you're going to need to accept this through your student CCC email account. So let's get busy with that. So we're starting off in Pathway. So you know how to get into Pathway. I think everybody does that, know how to do that, or you wouldn't be here. If you're going straight into Canvas, instead of signing into Canvas, you go to CCC and log in to Pathway. And then in Pathway, you'll go to your Student tab and click on your student email. And your email will open and you will get an invitation that says Splashtop. You have been invited to join a Splashtop team. So click on that and accept the invitation from your administrator. So step 1, click on that. Now you're automatically going to sign in with your Splashtop account that you're going to create. Now I already have one set up, so I'm going to log in with that. If you don't have one, click on Create Splashtop Account. Make sure you're using your CCC email and create your Splashtop account. So give me 1 second. I got an authentication required because I haven't been in. Once you create your account, you're going to get an authentication required. So you're going to need to go back into your student email and authenticate your device. Okay? That will get you set up through the device that you are normally going to be using. After you've done that, and I'm going to close that out, the next thing that I have to do is go back to that first email that I got and install the Splashtop Business app. I have to do this from this email. Your download should start right away. Go in and you can go ahead and show that in your folder if you like. Make sure it's there and install. The reason you have to do this from this invitation is because this invitation links it so that you can put this in without any fees. And I'm going to continue installing from outside the store. We need it to be tied to this account so you don't get any charges. I had someone that said that they tried to download this from Splashtop and we have to have this connected to the college. If you are using a Chromebook from the high school, it will install right away. If you are using a laptop from the CCC loaners, you're going to have to take that laptop to IT so that IT can do the installation on it. Now, once that's been installed, again, you're going to sign in. If you click Stay Logged In, you aren't going to have to worry about remembering your password and stuff like that until who knows when. But make sure you do keep a note of that just in case you, for some reason, you have to reinstall or something like that. But there is also going to be a forgot your password, so you will be able to log in. Now, this being said, you can go back to that email if you want to install this, say, on another computer, or you want to install this on, say, your cell phone. Yes, you can actually use this off your cell phone. I don't recommend it because the screen is so very small, but you can do that. You can put this on a couple of different devices. So maybe you have a desktop that you'd like to use at home, but you have a tablet that you'd like to use this on. You can do that. What I'm going to tell you though is that the real estate that you're using is pretty small, and so once I get logged in, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Once you log in, you're going to see all of the computers that are in the art lab. There's the 15 computers that are physically there, and we do at this time have 2 virtual machines. If you see that one of these is lit up, try not to sign into it, please, because that usually means there's somebody else that's there. There will be times that you aren't going to be able to access these labs because there's going to be other classes. And I will get the times and days of all of those put out in your classes so that you know when you are not able to use the lab because of the other classes that are using it. Just be aware of that, and we'll have everything run real smooth. You can go in and see if somebody else is in there. You may be able to click on one, and you might be able to send a chat message and say, hey, when are you going to be there? But this can interrupt whatever someone else is doing. So if you do see that someone is on, go in and get out right away. Accessing, all you have to do is double click and you should be fine for connecting. This is exactly what you're going to be seeing. You're going straight into the computer labs. There are no passwords involved on this, so you can just click in and go. And we'll cover the Adobe stuff in a little bit. Go into your Start menu, the Adobe Creative Cloud, everything is in there, and you'll be able to go in and open up your Adobe products. You will have to create an Adobe account in order to use those products. It's really easy to do this. Whenever the Adobe program opens up that you're going to be using, you'll need to sign in. And this one, you do need to know what your account is going to be and sign in and sign out. Okay, create an account. It's really super simple. All you have to do is click on that and you'll get another dialog box that will open, and you'll be able to create your Adobe account. We want you to have your own Adobe account so that you can then store some of your files in the cloud. The Adobe account comes with a small amount of free storage, and that will make it easier for you to move your files from one computer to another. We'll try to have everybody use the same computer, but again, we have to share these computers with other classes. So you're going to create your Adobe account, and you're going to have the ability to save to the cloud so that you can access if you need to use a different computer. So you'll sign in with your account. Make sure you remember your password and your email that you're using. You do not have to use your CCC account because this will work no matter what. It's not tied to us. The computers are tied to us. Now you're going to be asked to add a phone number. This is so that you have a layer of security. Go ahead and do that. It's never going to be used for anything except to sign back in to the classroom. It's to keep your information private. You will go ahead and do that. I'm going to put mine in, but I'm not going to show it to you. Once you put in a phone number, you're going to get a confirmation on that to confirm your phone number, and all you need to do is access text messages, and you will get your Adobe code that you'll be able to put in to access the Adobe products at the computer. These are one-time use, so do know that every time you sign in, you will need your cell phone with you, and you'll be able to go in and use that. And that will give you access to all of the Adobe products. Make sure when you close out your Adobe product that you also sign out. I'm going to just close this just to get rid of all of that. All you have to do is go up to Help and sign out. The reason you want to do that is because otherwise anything that you save to the cloud someone else can access. The next person who gets onto that computer will be using your personal account, and you don't want them doing that. Make sure when you leave you sign out. That will close all the Adobe products at the same time. I want you at this time to look at the Splashtop and see what you've got here. This will be really handy. This is file transfers. So you will be able to transfer a file from your computer to the ART computer. You will also be able to transfer things from the ART computer to your personal computer. So this is how you will save your files back and forth between whatever computer you are using in the lab and your own computer. I recommend using either the desktop or documents, probably documents, to put something in. Then you can keep track of everything here. Note also that you have the ability to save to Adobe Cloud, so when you're back in your Adobe products, you can also save there. You can text message. I will often be on at the same time that you are so that I can see what's going on, how you're working, and we'll be able to work back and forth. We will not be able to talk to each other unless we're also in a Zoom meeting. Then I'll be able to talk to you over the microphone, and I can help you if you are working remotely through Splashtop. Okay, this will work really good for working back and forth with what's ever going on in the computer lab. After you are completed with Splashtop, simply go ahead and close. You do not have to log out, but you do need to close the application. Thank you.